All right, guys, so today we're actually going to be making a mocktail. So you can, yes, that's right, a mocktail, go figure. But we're going to be talking about tips to help your kids or loved ones be set up for success at a very young age to be future homeowners.
Cool.
So I'll kick us off. I just squeezed some fresh lemons, and we're just going to pour that right in here. And then, I mean, y'all, this is so simple. We did a simple syrup, so a half a cup of sugar, 6 cups of water, and lavender. Boil it, and you've got your lavender simple syrup.
Yum.
And it's delicious.
And then when the kids go to bed,
You can
add a little vodka.
I like that idea.
Cheers. That's really good.
It is. So, especially during the quarantine time, we're around our children a lot more than we have been. So it's the perfect time to start having those conversations. And I think as young as even 5, really.
Well, yeah, Warren Buffett bought his first share of stock when he was like 9 years old or 10 years old, and he's done pretty well with it. So even getting him into thinking about, some financial security at a young age, how to save, how to budget, how to start even investing in the stock market. So there's an app called Busy Kids. You kind of preload it, but it gives you a calendar. And if they've got devices, it's also because you can check off. You can tell them, okay, you need to do the dishes, you need to take the trash out, you need to do this, and they get money for every task that they do.
I love that.
It's super cool.
It's a virtual checklist.
Yes.
And I love
you
my
love
checklist.
a checklist.
Yeah.
You love a checklist. But in that app, you can also it saves a portion of that money automatically into an account. You can invest. They can buy an individual stock.
That's so cool.
It's amazing. And in a virtual world, kids like that better than we tried those old-fashioned charts, and we didn't work so well for us. So this might be the way to go for us.
That's really cool. And like I said, even at an early age, they can start gaining that responsibility, having those chores, whatever's age appropriate, and then, getting paid for it.
Yeah.
So teaching them savings at a young age. And then whatever's left over, like with our kids, they get an allowance. They have to save a certain percentage. And then what's left over is theirs. And it's hard to kind of bite your tongue when they make those decisions. A lot of times for ours it's Roblox or something, that we think is silly, but to them it's important.
Right.
And it gives them, that freedom to make those choices.
And then once that money's gone, it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah. So that's cool.
And then, so as you get out of our children's ages into more of, teenage years, they're driving, there's more responsibilities. I think, you move on to, they got to know the difference between a debit card and a credit card. Debit card, there's a finite amount of money in there. It's tied to your checking account, and once that money is out, it's out. You don't want to, be withdrawn, and teaching them the responsibilities there.
Yeah. Or prepaid credit cards are a great tool. Teaching them that once it's gone, and they're not racking up on your credit card or my credit card, right?
But one thing my parents did at, I was 16, and I think it depends on the child, was I was able to get a credit card that they signed for, and it helped build my credit score. And a couple easy tips with that is whatever the available limit is. So let's say it's $1,000. Teach your kids you never want to go above 50% of that available balance, because then it negatively impacts your credit.
30% is ideal,
It is.
but no more than 50 ever. It starts hurting you. It's kind of neutral.
Yeah.
It'll help you at 30 though, 30 or below, right?
And obviously paying on time is a big one.
Yeah.
And then when they get into college, talk to them a little bit about student loans and how that could affect credit or build credit.
That's a big deal with us. We see it a lot. The student loan costs have really escalated substantially. So we're seeing people come out of college with an inordinate amount of student loan debt, and we used to, as lenders, we used to treat that a lot differently than we do now. But FHA loans, you have to really dig in there and make sure that they're, whatever is on the credit report, sometimes we have to hit them with more than that. Even if they're deferred, some cases, we have to count a certain amount against your available credit. So that's really important too, to really make sure that you're not racking up a ton of student loan debt. It could affect you in buying your first house, right?
I think that's one of the misconceptions is if the payment is deferred or they're paying a lower portion, that's income based, that's not, what, like you said, what we're going to qualify them on. And, eventually it will have to be repaid back.
Yeah. Yep. So, cheers, mock cocktail.
Absolutely. And if you take these easy steps, the nice thing is you'll have a future homeowner and they can save a ton of money purchasing versus renting.